Hello guys, so we got another deck profile here, and it's going to be of the Yamcha leader. He's a red card, and burst 2, when you attack with this card, you draw 1. And then when your life is at 4 less, you untap your 2 energy and you flip him over. And he has Sparking 5 auto. When this card attacks, you draw a card and it gains crit. It's a really good effect. Pretty basic, but it works out in most circumstances. And then you got your activate main once per turn. One of your red battle cards can attack battle cards in active mode. It's a really, really good effect, especially for this deck. Now, to start off, we're going to be running 3 of the promo Fortune Teller Baba, or Seer. It's a really good card, because when you play it, one of your Earthling cards in your leader area or battle area get 5k. And then when you combo with this card, you draw 1, which gives you a hand advantage. And also, one of your opponent's battle cards gets -5 for the duration of the turn, which is really good. It's like if your opponent sensu beans, you use this, you negate their sensu bean. It's really good. This is really, really amazing card. One of my favorites. And then we, of course, got another 4 Baba Champions Leader. When you play this card, you choose 1 Bandages, Spike, or Sun Gohan card from your deck, and you place it in your drop area, then shuffle, and then you choose 1 Bandages in your drop area and play it. This helps start our chain, which is going to be our Bandages to the Rescue. We run 4 of these guys. It's a 1-drop blocker for 4k. Pretty average. And then when this card is KO'd, choose up to 1 Spike from your drop area and play it in rest mode. And that, of course, leads us to playing 4 Spikes to the rescue. And when this card attacks, gains plus 9,000, so it becomes a 15k beater for the duration of the turn. And then when this card is KO'd, you choose 1 Sun Gohan card from your drop area and play it in rest mode. And of course, we run the 4 Grandpa Gohan to the rescue. And then choose this card along with a Bandages card and a Spike card from your drop area and place them at the bottom of your deck. And choose 1 Grandpa Gohan from your deck or drop area and play it. Then choose that card and it gets plus 5,000 power and double strike for the duration of the turn. It's a really good card. And then that comes to our Grandpa Gohan. And it's a 30k 3-drop, but with the Grandpa Gohan to the rescue, you give him plus 5k and double strike, so it's a 35k double strike. It's really, really good. And you can get multiple of these out on the field, especially with the chains, since they're only 1 drop. It's amazing. And then, of course, we run 4 Deadly Defender Krillins. I just like the 4 of. I want to see this card in my hand. If I have 1 in hand, if I have 2 in hand, I'll normally just charge 1 and just keep the other one until I can play it. I only want to play either 1 or 2. I don't want to kind of litter the field with these guys because they do enough work as is. And they're pretty self-explanatory. As a barrier 3-drop, 20k, and when it's in rest mode, your opponent can't attack your leader card, but this card gets -5, so it's a 15k protector for your leader. And then we run 4 of the Yamcha at 100%. Really self-explanatory why he's in the deck. It's a burst 5 once per turn. Activate main. If your leader card is a red Earthling card, which of course we're running Yamcha, for the duration of the turn, this card gets plus 6,000 power, can't have its attack negated, and deals 2 damage to your opponent's life when it KOs an opponent's battle card. So it can't be negated, so they have to combo out. So you swing with this guy. You can pop a Baba on him if you want. And then you can use Yamcha's ability right here to make him attack cards in battle in active mode. So you're taking 5k away with this card. You're swinging on him for 25 plus 30, or yeah, 30 for this. So you got 30, you're negging him 5, and you're taking 2 life away. And then, my goodness, it's, if you can have multiples of these out on the field, you're going to love life. And I do have the 2 SPRs. I bought 3 boxes with the new set. I pulled these two, which was kind of coincidental. I pulled these 2 out of one box, and I pulled these 2 out of another box. And then I pulled 2 of the SR Black Masked Saiyans, and then the SPR Black Masked Saiyan out of my 3rd box. But anyway, getting off track here. Next up we're gonna be running 4 of the Double Shot Super Saiyan 2 Vegetas. Pretty self-explanatory why he's in there. It's a 10k combo, and you play him in rest mode once you combo with him, just to get an extra body on the field and an attack. Good 15k attackers, always worth it. And then we got 4 Infernal Villainy Cells. He's pretty much just a pseudo combo. You combo with him for 10k for 1, and then you can draw a card. You can play him to draw a card too, but since we don't run any green, we don't need to worry about that. We're just using him for the combo power. And then, of course, staple in every deck, you got to have your super combos. I'm just running the Master Roshi because he's a Sparking 5. I tend to normally get him out on turn 2, turn 3, because my Yamcha leader is going to burst 2 every turn. And then we got 1 tech card. It's going to be a Kaba's Awakening. Choose one of your red cards. It gains plus 6,000 power for the duration of the turn. I only run 1 in here because your opponent's not going to expect this. He's like, say he blocks, or you attack, right? And you know he has 1 card in hand. So you know he can combo with like a 5k because he's all tapped out of energy. So you play this, and he can't get over you. It's pretty good. And especially since you're doing this and you're negging 5 with the Baba, if you have all this on your 3-drop Yamcha, it's unstoppable. It's amazing. And then we run our 4 after image techniques, of course, our counterattack. If your leader card is red, choose up to 1 card, and it gets plus 40,000 power for the duration of the battle. It's pretty OP, but we're not using it for that effect. We're using it for this effect. Then choose up to one of your opponent's spell cards, and it gets negative 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. This is what we want to see in this deck. And we want to have this out on turn 2. Because we want to get rid of his 10 drops, his 5-drop blockers. We want to get rid of all those real quick. And of course, when you can play it without paying its energy cost to take a life. So it's free block pretty much. And then our last 2 cards of the deck is Vados' Assistance. Just add more counters in here. I like running 4 counters, but 6 just seems better for this deck because we're running really low cost cards. So we're not going to have as many energy tapped. So I find this is really good. And when you play this, like once you swing with your 3-drop Yamcha, he's open to attack and he's vulnerable. So you just play this to counter the attack on him, and then you restand him so he can't be attacked again. It's really good. So that way you have another 2 cards coming on the next turn because you're going to use this so you can attack an active battle card. I find with this deck, though, that if your opponent's only running like 1, maybe 2 battle cards at a time, you're not really gonna do good because you're trying to take life from his battle cards, not his leader. So it's all right. I've played with my buddy a few times and it's been pretty fun. I've only won a few games with this. He has the majority win, but I just love playing this deck. It's really fun. And it's quick, too. It's very quick. You're getting, like... on turn 3, if you could pull it off right, you're going to have 3 Grandpa Gohans. It's going to... It's going to blow your mind. I'm going to see if I can get my buddy and me to do a couple games. Show you how we play. See you next time.